The University of Chicago plays a vital role in Chicago's dynamic cultural community for the arts, music, and theater. We collaborate with world-class institutions throughout the city that provide unparalleled resources and opportunities for our students.
I'm from New York, and I just love living in Chicago. I have now been here, believe it or not, 30 years. So I guess I'm a Chicagoan by now. But it's just such an incredibly vibrant, positive city. The architecture's stunning. There's just so much going on in town every possible moment. There's, of course, the iconic, big, beautiful organizations like the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, the Lyric Opera, great museums, the Art Institute, Field Museum. But there are a lot of other spaces where interesting things happen. So for instance, my students will put on a concert at an art gallery, and we'll rent the space and we'll hire professional musicians and we'll go give a concert that will be all world premieres of works composed by our PhD and our undergraduate and our master's degree students in music composition.
I consider it one of the greatest cities on earth. There's so much to do here, so much to learn here, so much history, culture, music. And I think of Chicago as one of those American cities that taught American cities how to be a city. Learning that in the city and learning the different ways in which the urban scape kind of affects people and culture has been really important to my research.
As an academic, being in the city of Chicago is extremely invigorating because you do have overlap and contact with the 5 major universities in this area. And if you seek that out, you can indeed develop meaningful collaborations and projects with people at other important institutions in this area.
The culture of the community in Chicago is one of open doors. It is unproblematic for me as a member of this community to call up members of other departments. But more importantly, I can call up colleagues at any number of theaters across the city, and they'll take my calls. They'll take the calls of my students. It is, I think, fundamental to the Midwest that we listen to one another and are inclined to talk with one another. And that seems to me to seep into the culture of this university, but it also animates and characterizes the life of this city in really productive, generative ways.
I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, and I feel, coming from the South, that Chicago is very warm and friendly. The pace of life here is very familiar to me. I went to college just outside of New York City, and I felt in my years there, I had a great perspective onto New York City. And the Chicago-New York comparisons, I think I definitely like Chicago better because it feels more like home to me.
In the Division of the Humanities at the University of Chicago, you can follow your passions across disciplinary boundaries. Learn more at humanities.uchicago.edu.